Hello again and welcome, Rich Lerner, alongside my friend Frank Nobilo. We are at the home of golf, Scotland, the old course at St. Andrews. Frank, what are some of the distinctive features to this wonderful old course?
I think when you just sort of look at the bullet points, people are going to look at the shared greens and how huge they are and the pot bunkers, but it has the most famous par 4 in the world. That's the road hole. And of course it has the most famous bunker, which is the road hole bunker. You couldn't build it today, hit across the corner of a hotel and hit it to a green that's got a road behind it, but it works.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. That's a birdie for Mcilroy. He's just so explosive. Here we are now at the second. Always so important to try and establish a good round in these opening holes, Frank.
In the second hole, especially with a prevailing breeze and today's modern equipment, the odd player has actually driven this green, but you really see the tone of the golf course. The middle of the golf course is protected. There's a series of bunkers down there, but the left is always the safe side of the golf course. It's the best line to play your second shot from on the whole golf course is always the right side, and we see that here at the second.
That is just a beautiful shot. Let's see what Mcilroy does now with his second. So on the putting surface and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Just a couple of feet. 1 under early in the round. Frank, talk about the strategy off the tee here at the third.
You can drive the ball pretty close to the screen, Rich. It's shorter than the second hole. Just hit it down the right side, but try and avoid those little pot bunkers.
We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Has to like that one. Another birdie to get to 2 under par. Frank now at the fourth hole.
Yeah, long par 4. Two choices, whether he's game enough to drive it down the right or down the left, which is a much wider piece of fairway.
But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
Nice drive, right in the fairway, and a good swing on that one. Now the game's #1 player, Rory McIlroy, ready with his approach. Good, clean contact, and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Wow, I thought he made that. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. You've let one go. You've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Second shot. Good look at the green.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Crucial eagle attempt on the way. A good 20-footer here. Headed for home and in. What a tremendous putt. Now to the 374-yard par 4 sixth. Another scoring opportunity.
Yeah, just be very careful of the wind conditions here because that'll affect the strategy off the tee. But bunkers left and right to be avoided.
Oh my goodness, that is on in one. Wow, what an incredible shot. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Well, that's not the way you wanted to start out the backside here.
Yeah, you can't afford from inside 10 feet. It just, you feel like you have to make those, and I mean, they really sting when they miss.
Now, 7th hole here at the old course, Frank.
Ideal line, just hit your tee shot over the march stone. The bunker on the 11th green actually often comes into play, called the shell bunker. So anything a little bit right of that, but very difficult green for the approach shot coming up.
Just a bit offline.
Yeah, the hard work's coming up now, though. That's a long way away.
It's a very makeable putt here. He is currently 5 under for his round. Always two components to the long lag putt, the speed, number one, and then the read. And missed out on that second part. Really locked in. How about 4 birdies now for the round? Par 3 8th hole here at the Open Championship. And Frank, why is it so difficult to get the ball close here?
Well, there's the bunker on the left side. There's a little bit of a downslope there. This is the first par 3 that you'll play. And it's just tough to judge that distance perception. You've really got to be accurate on your yardage here. Oh, this is right at it.
Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. Let's see if he can make it 3 in a row.
It can't be that good. Had every chance of going in.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Routine stuff for Rory, that's a par. Rounding out the opening 9 here at St. Andrews, and Frank, this par 4 features a couple of fairway bunkers that players will have to contend with.
Yeah, this is a fun hole when you first stand on that tee and look at it. You see those bunkers smack bang in the middle of the fairway. The last bunker there in the middle is called the end hole. This hole is called the end. But this green, too, is so flat, very, very difficult to read. But if you get there, pull the head cover off the driver. Remember, this is the only chance you get to play the old course. That's an absolute beauty.
Looking to keep it going here, Frank.
Yeah, another example of things just working as they should.
Good-looking shot right here. Well, that's how you do it. Hit it close, take the pressure off that putt. That one should be no problem. Getting set now over the putt. Really has a feel on these greens. That is another birdie. This is impressive. Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back nine, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way.
What a display of power and precision off the tee. On the green here on the par 4 in one. This is a cross-country special. Pretty good stroke right there. Just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
10-foot putt left. Frank, the train is rolling down the tracks right now.
You can just check another one off.
Hole number 11, the Eden, is really the finest medium-length one-shotter in all of golf, isn't it, Frank?
Well, this hole's been copied by many an architect for the reasons why it's normally very, very difficult to make a hole of this length, or should I say this short, so difficult. But they've managed to do that here at Eden with that Strath bunker in the front and the severe sloping on either side of that bunker.
Now, that can really be brutal, can it?
It certainly does, and if you have any doubt there, you'll come unstuck at 11.
Hoping to get this up and down here, Frank, at the par 3 after missing the green.
Yeah, it's not all bad.
Pretty good shot right there. He can really get red hot with a putter. Let's see what Mcilroy does. Par for Mcilroy, but you're just waiting for that moment when he hits that accelerator and pulls away. Frank, from this vantage point here at the 12th, you can see why the old course, St. Andrews, are so iconic in the sport.
Yeah, this is a fun hole as we start to sort of head back to the village of St. Andrews. Hole's called Heathery. There's a big crop of heather on the left, and there's 4 little pot bunkers that are in the middle of this fairway, so you've really got to be cognizant of those. But good time to take the head cover off if you're a long hitter, and then you've only got to worry about that one pot bunker just short of the green.
That's in the fairway. Let's see what Mcilroy does now with his second. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Settles in over the putt. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Frank, how about the bunkers here at 13? A rather ominous sounding name.
Yeah, the coffins, and they are that for a reason. If you finish up in there, well, the best you'll probably ever do is make a bogey, unless you're an absolute genius. They're to be avoided, certainly off the tee. If you do, it's still a difficult hole. The second shot, unless you hit a perfect tee shot, will be blind. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. I really love the caddies at St. Andrews, wisecracking old-timers. Guy hits a shot hard into a gorse bush on the left, and he turns to the caddy and says, "Is that okay?" And the caddy says, "Does it look okay? Hit another one." Another instance, Guy was stuck between two clubs. 6-iron, 7-iron, 6-iron, 7-iron, back and forth. Finally, he chose the 7-iron, hit it about 15 yards in the ground, and the caddy looked at him and said, "I guess we'll never know, laddie, will we?" That's well played. Now a good look at birdie.
It's at sneaky distance.
Always like to get the double figures under par. 10 under already. Frank, what's the strategy here at the 14th?
If you can't go for this par 5 and 2, Rich, there is another option where you can go left. And I mean left of left. That's down the 4th fairway. That's across the Elysian Fields, as they call it, which is a set of sort of hummocks that run down the middle. And you can find a flat lie there and come across at about a 45-degree angle for your third shot to 14.
So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. In the bunker, still with a chance for an up and down. Frank, this is the third shot from the fairway bunker.
Yeah, good lie. And once again, just making sure you have enough loft to carry the lip in front of you and really then focus about the target in front.
Frank, not where he wants to be, but not out of the hole here at the par 5.
No, but Rich, to drop a shot here would really set him backwards.
Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Frank, you've been around this game for a pretty long time. Are players, in fact, more athletic today than they were, say, 20, 25 years ago?
There's no question, Rich, they are. That we've borrowed from other sports. If you can't make the player better, you can make them more athletic. And in the end, you're still making the golfer better.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Outstanding strike right there, right off the center of the club face, and a good chance for birdie. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, one of the things I always loved about links golf is that you're not aiming at a flagstick or a tree, but sometimes you're aiming for a steeple in the distance, and this is a good example here at the 15th.
Yeah, the church steeple is the exact line off the tee. That gives you sort of the center of the fairway. Really, you don't have to be overly bold off the tee. This is about just finding a nice flat lie for that second shot, because this is another difficult green that's well protected by just one little bunker that's in the front left that you don't think comes into play. But if your second shot doesn't land the right distance, more often than not, it just gets swallowed up by that.
Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good. I mean, really on top of his game right now. That was a splendid approach shot. Will make birdie if he holds this putt. Well, the great hits just keep coming. Moves to minus 11 on the day. Frank, the 16th hole, famous for the principal's nose, and I can't help but think of Mrs. Hartman from 4th grade.
Well,
She didn't like us.
I don't know how Mrs. Hartman would have played this hole, but she would have been wary of the out of bounds on the right. And that's why the general consensus is you not only avoid the principal's nose, but you hit the tee shot a little bit further left. It might lengthen the hole. but it is certainly the more prudent strategy.
Frank, right where you want to be.
Wouldn't be better if it was on a tee.
Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green. See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Frank, that looked good to me. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Has his par. Frank, this is sort of bizarre. You're standing on the tee at the road hole, one of the most famous par fours in the sport, and you're aiming for a hotel?
Well, you're aiming over a series of letters that say the Old Course Hotel. If you can hit it exactly over that U, then you will be in the right place, which hopefully is down the middle of the fairway. You avoid that heather on the left. That bunker up ahead, the road hole bunker, you remember David Duval? He got stuck in there. Years ago, Tommy Nakajima, he could hardly ever get that ball out, and in the end succumbed, I think, to double figures. So the hole has more than one way to trap you, so stay away from the road on the road hole.
This is the second shot at the par 4. Frank, the beauty of the game, the changing conditions. You've played it all over the world, and you don't play it inside a dome, do you?
Yeah, anybody can play on a fine, still day, but what separates the good from the great is actually days like today. That's when that little extra attention to detail, the better strike, the better swing, is certainly going to pay dividends.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. This one just requires a little bit of focus. No doubt about that one. That was struck with confidence. Frank, here at the 18th, so much history has been made through the years.
Yeah, one of my favorite memories, I remember, Jack Nicklaus when he beat Doug Sanders in that playoff. The famous sort of short putt that Doug Sanders missed. But really, the great moment that stands out was Seve making that 15-footer across the hill in 1984 wearing the blue sweater. Not only did he win the Open Championship, but he beat a tremendous field that included Bernard Langer, Tom Watson, Fred Couples, Lanny Wadkins, Faldo, and Greg Norman. It was an amazing Open Championship.
And I loved that fist pump. It was pure Seve. All that fire, all that passion came flying out. And that's where you just sort of fell in love with the game. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Rory Mcilroy looking to take advantage with this putt. Knocking down all the shots today, now at 13 under. Really good round out there today. What's the